All right, we're live. I hope everyone's doing great in this fine evening, almost night. Well, it's night pretty much anywhere now. I wanted to make a quick painting, quick whatever you call it, sketch, study, quick painting of a classic Fauvist, I guess it would be called, something like a Fauvist figure. And let's go, let's do this. I really love what the Fauvist painters were doing with the figure form. I find it very interesting how they just, they saw things a bit different. This is one of those classic, just very classic figures. Very simple stuff. Nothing. I liked also the ones that Cezanne did. Just very simple stuff. Almost a very loose brush style. Alright, so I did a little outline there. This is not how I always do them, but this is one way of doing it. There's, of course, like every artist, we do it differently. And there's many ways of doing it. There's the classic way, there's the impressionist way, there's the whatever way. This is just another way. And what I like to do is, I like to play with the color. No, not the color, the tone. Let's start a bit dark. This is something that I liked observing in Delacroix. I'm not comparing myself to Delacroix, because someone told me the other day, like, you're comparing yourself to the big artists. Well, I'm not, and what if I was, right? But I'm not. Just stuff that I like, that I see that, and that I admire in their paintings. So. And then start looking for that, for those tones, right? It works for me. It's very fun. And very loose. No, I don't have a model. This is just very much like sketches, like charcoal sketches. I do it out of just very simple. That's why they're not so definitive. And a lot of the artwork that I do is that way. That's why it's not set in stone. I kind of just play with it and, just kind of play by ear. So I like to sketch a lot, and I spent a lot of time sketching. And when I paint, I realized over the years that my paintings looked like that. They had kind of like that flavor. At first, I was ashamed of it, right? Because in artwork, it's almost seen as something bad, right? Because especially when we don't understand um, like that modern art is this way, you know. It's, I mean, there's different ways of doing it, but this is definitely one of the ways of doing it. So that's why it's not very definitive, because I don't have a live model or a photograph to guide me from. It's just kind of just memory and trial and error. But I do have an idea of what in my mind, right? An idea of what my model is going to. This is kind of an expressionist, right? What my model is going to feel like. The gestures. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I do have an idea, you know, a very mild idea. It's not very, it's not set in stone, so, but I do have an idea what my model needs to look like. I try not to stick too much to that, just because, again, expectations, right? They tend to fail us. Unless I had all day to create artwork that, like the whole, you know, like if I was going to create one painting all day, but I don't do that. I create multiple paintings throughout the day. So it's just kind of like the way I flow. And I'm looking for that sense of aliveness, right? We all know it. I mean, we don't have to look at anything. We all know the sense of aliveness that a person carries, right? It's kind of like it's a bit perky. It's a bit it falls somewhere. We all kind of understand that sense of aliveness, and the more you practice, I'm sure that, you know, the more we can see that. And I really like mixing that with what the old masters used to do. And I mean the old masters like Delacroix and, you know, the Romantics and some of the other guys, because they tend to play with the different colors, you know, kind of like putting a viridian in the, or greens in the flesh tones. I think that's something that I like doing as well. Little stuff like that, you know, just very simple little touches. And then again, I look for the face of the model, right? It's not always, I try not to focus so much on it so that I can stay alive or keep the painting alive and create a free flow. Really what matters to me the most is the flow. Is the painting, you know, is the painting flowing? And if it is, I've kind of like, you know, made it work somehow in my mind. Thank you so much. Yeah, I try to be as realistic as possible in that sense. Yeah, let's put some long hair. I agree with you. Let's put some long hair, but the long hair is going to fall this way, so that way we can see. Some of it is going to come here, just because, you know, that way we can make it a bit feminine. And we'll find the shades right now. Now, one of the things that I like to do is to cut out, right? And this helps also define the body. Kind of subtract, right? You paint. Just very simple stuff. I don't break my head like I used to with artwork. I really just enjoy creating artwork. there has to be a sense of aliveness. Is what I care about mostly. Like, it has to be like she could be there, right? Something like that, no? That's awesome. Let's put a bit of a shadow here. To give it a sense of whatever, you know? Okay. And simple like that, you know, nothing too fancy, but I don't know. There's something about simplicity. I really enjoy it. It's really quick. I don't, you know, I'm really just trying to get almost as cliche, right? But I'm trying to get the impression of it. But I'm trying to get it quicker. You know, I'm trying to get it quicker. I'm not really interested in more realism than this. And then, of course, I mean, you could always add, right? That it never ends. If I don't let it go, it never ends. You know, you can always continue to add. One of the things that I like doing also is I saw this in Dali's work. Of course, this is not like Dali. I'm not trying to say that this is anywhere hyper realistic or that I want to do that, but I like the glow that he made in his figures, and so I pick up little stuff here and there, right? That other artists did in the past, and this is the glow I'm talking about. It's just very, very subtle, right? But it's you know, it's just kind of there. I like it. Let me show you. How's it going, Jeanette? Good seeing you here. Check it out. Yeah, it's like an aura. There you go. And it's very simple, you know. It's nothing. Like I said, you know, it's nothing. Hola. Sorry for the shakiness, guys. Now I'm just holding the phone in my hand. My name is Jose Trujillo. Let me I'm an artist. I'm a painter. I really enjoy doing this kind of stuff. And let me show you my palette. That way you guys can see. Let me get it close. See, there's no definition. It almost looks like it's very expressionist. No, there's not much. There's almost no definition in the face. Yeah, you don't have a red dot in your face. That's true. But you see, it's very abstract, expressionist. But I mean, this is what it is for the time, right? It never ends. If I want to play with it more, you know, it just never ends. So I stop here. There's no need. I kind of feel it. I play by feeling. If it's finished, it's finished for me. And, I mean, it's a basic, right? It's a basic figure. How's it going, Noah? Good seeing you. Yeah, I believe the same thing. I believe the same thing. Here, someone said, Here's afraid. So it looks good. If you mess with it, I'm gonna ruin it, and I think so. You know, I think I already messed with it enough on the face. I should have left it. My hunch says that I should have left it alone about, I don't know, 5 minutes ago with the face, but I went at it again, and now it's like, well, don't. I'm not gonna touch it anymore. I'm just gonna leave it like that. But it's a basic figure. See, it's not. You know, it's just a very basic figure. And this is what I like about what the Fauvist painters were doing, and you know the Impressionists started that kind of thing, right? Well, not just the Impressionists, but we saw the Impressionists starting this kind of thing, and then the Post-Impressionists, the Fauvist, and on and on and on and on. And I kind of picked up little stuff here and there. You know, I like to pick up little stuff that I enjoy from this artist, like the little glow, right? If you see the portraits of Dali, you always see that they're glowing. Of course, they're not this direct and brute, right? Like how I do them. I do them very, I don't know if brute is a word that you can use in English. We use it in Spanish to say something is very, just kind of blunt, right? And the glow is very blunt, right? It's not faced away like in a Dali portrait or whatever, but I like the idea, the sense of what it did to, especially to figures. And I saw that in Dali's portraits, the Madonnas, and you know, and all of that. No definition at all. I really love Matisse's work, and I was trying to look how I can play with that idea with you know, postmodern painters, you know, the expressionist abstract painters, how I could play with that idea of the fog, you know, the just, I don't know, not nothing too real, nothing too abstract either, just kind of, you know, lingering there. I don't know. It works for me. It works for me, guys, and I just wanted to share this. I think it's way fun. I mean, and this kind of stuff, I played with it so much, creating this type of work, that you know, I'm able to kind of paint it directly and just come up with it really quick, right? But to each their own, right? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I will be sharing more of my stuff soon. Sorry for the shakiness, guys. Now I'm holding the phone with my hand. I had it on a tripod over here, but someone that a lot of people that buy my artwork have expressed, it looks so nice from far away, and then you get close, and you know, and it reminds me of that movie. What was that movie from the 90s? Man, I forgot. The movie of these three girls that Alicia Silverstone used to come out. He came out in that movie. But anyways, she called this girl a Monet, right? Because from far away it looked nice, and if you get close, it's a big mess. It just kind of reminded me of that. Thank you so much, guys, and I will be showing you artwork daily. I'm going to be creating artwork I create artwork daily. I'm a working artist, but I'm going to be doing this live videos. They're really short and cool, and you know, and I hope you guys enjoy them. All right, take care. Bye-bye, Jeanette.